everyone, this is Tom from Dirk Witte Music Store in Utrecht, the Netherlands, and today we are taking a look at this incredible jazz box from Eastman, a signature model for John Pisano. This is the Eastman AR880CE hollow body archtop electric guitar in a beautiful, beautiful blonde finish. Look at that flame maple on the sides and back. Beautiful, beautiful archtop guitar, really of the highest quality. I believe that this is really like the most expensive archtop that they built at Eastman, and yeah, it just has all of the greatest type of specs really that you could possibly want or like ask for, resulting in just this absolutely gorgeous archtop electric guitar. So yeah, very, very incredible guitar. Let's dive into the specs. We have got a hollow body construction which is 16 inches wide and then 2 3/4 of an inch deep. So it makes plenty of sound playing unplugged. So that is always very cool to see and to have, and also very much like in the tradition of jazz box electric guitars. We have also got, and that is incredibly impressive, we've got an all solid wood construction. So we've got a solid carved spruce top, and then we've also got solid maple back and sides, which is very rare to see on electric guitars. Really kind of like the only model that I can think of that also has full solid wood construction when it comes to like a jazz top hollow body electric guitar is probably the Gibson L5 and the Gibson Super 400. So that is really put away for like the highest end hollow body electric jazz guitars. So yeah, that just goes to show that this is really the real deal, that this is like really, really high quality stuff. Obviously done in a beautiful looking blonde natural finish. Again, just take a look at that beautiful flame maple on the back and sides. And also this very cool binding, which is also then made out of a different wood, actually made out of maple. So I'm guessing that like the outer layer is maybe like some sort of a dyed maple, or maybe like stained or maybe baked maple, because that is definitely obviously darker than the rest of the maple that we can see. But also the binding is not so much that we've just got that outer layer that is just maple or like only maple, because the binding itself, like the layers of lighter and darker material, the lighter material is then also maple. Hopefully you can see that, but that is just an incredibly nice touch. Really fine attention to detail, like they really went above and beyond for this incredible guitar. So yeah, looks super, super tasteful. Obviously got dual sound holes, the dual F holes, also very much classic, which are then also bound on the inside. Just got one pickup in the neck position, and this is a humbucker pickup, and this is the Kent Armstrong Pisano humbucker pickup with the dual exposed pull pieces, and also then with a black cover as well as black screws. So that is a very, very cool look. Got a very cool pickguard made out of ebony, which is then also only attached like to the neck extension. So we have no bracket whatsoever, like that is then like attached over here or anything like that, but it is attached over there on the fingerboard extension. Hopefully you can see that, but there are 2 screws that are then drilled into the fingerboard extension, also then with a little block of ebony there. And then we've also got this spacer, if you will, made out of some sort of a rubber material that is holding it into place and also keeping it at the proper height. Bridge is also made out of ebony, and it is then also adjustable, as in that you can heighten and lower it, and it is obviously a floating bridge, also very much in the jazz guitar tradition. Also this very, very cool looking tailpiece, which is also then made out of ebony, paired with rosewood, what appears to be like that the top is made out of ebony, but then these layers are then made out of rosewood, I am guessing, because those are definitely a little bit lighter in color. a little bit of contrast, but that just looks incredibly cool. Also then with this little froggy guy over here inlaid, which is then done in what appears to be maple or spruce perhaps, but obviously definitely a lighter wood color. And then the strings are then held into place with like a bracket, if you will, underneath that block, underneath that wood. And then we've then got just a volume and a tone control for your one humbucker pickup, and these knobs are then also made out of ebony, what appears to be, and then with these really cool pointers that appear to be made out of maybe like bone or ivory material. Looks super cool. No strap button, so that is kind of interesting, like none over here or anywhere else, as well as on the neck heel or on the headstock. So none of that, so you have to play this while seated. But if you want to have a strap on it, you can obviously have that installed, but that does not come so from the factory. Moving on to the neck, we've got a 3-piece maple neck. Also there on the base side we've got some very nice flame, as well as actually also the other pieces. What's kind of cool is that in certain angles you can see like a flame popping out, if you will. So very beautiful look. It features a traditional even C profile, so that is a very common profile for Eastman guitars. Very much middle of the road, medium size, not too big, not too thin, and nicely rounded. Definitely a C shape. You've then got an ebony fingerboard, and also there on the fingerboard extension you've got John Pisano's signature there inlaid, also then done in what appears to be maple, looking very, very classy. We've also got these very cool markers over here on the side, which are then also inlaid with maple. So that is a very unique touch, definitely a very unique style, unique to this model. And then unique to John Pisano, the man himself. And then moving on to the nut, it's actually a Graphtec nut, which is 1.72 inches wide. At first thought that it was made out of ebony, but it is not. It is made out of Graphtec, so that is supposedly self-lubricating and also very stable. And it also looks quite cool if you ask me. And then also we've got this very unique design for the headstock that is also very unique to the John Pisano guitars. We are lacking a logo. That is a cool touch, very clean look, and actually this middle part, and this is very cool, comes off because this is actually the truss rod cover made out of ebony, and it is attached using these 2 round magnets, and you just put it back in the same fashion, slide it over like so, and it just attaches like that. So that is a very unique and very cool feature that I really dig and I can really appreciate. And then we've also got that maple binding going around the headstock. And then on the back, obviously you got your golden tuners, which are Schallers. These are actually Schaller EM6GA tuners. So I'm guessing like one of the very high-end ones, because they definitely look to be, with your buttons made out of ebony. Also a very cool look. And obviously also we've got this black, kind of like a Stinger, but at the same time also not so much, because it is not sharp over here. It's kind of like rounded off, but kind of like this black back of the headstock. So a very cool look. Last thing to mention, also comes with a hard showcase, as you would like to see with a high-end model like this. So you really get the full package. Very cool model. Like I said at the very beginning, I'm guessing really like the highest end Eastman Archtop electric guitar that they really make, with really just all of the highest end type of features and specs. All solid wood construction. That is very rare to see. So yeah, all the more cool and all the more high end for also a very cool jazz guitar player who unfortunately is no longer around. He actually passed away last year in 2024, I read. But yeah, He was also a very well-seasoned player, if you will, that had been around since like the 1950s. Played a very diverse styles of music. Yeah, he really also knew how to design a cool Archtop electric guitar, as we can definitely tell. So incredibly cool model, plays and sounds fantastic. So let's move on to that part and hear what it sounds like. But first, if you're interested in this brand new Eastman AR880CE John Pisano signature Archtop electric guitar, be sure to head over to the links in the description for further details. If you enjoyed this demo, be sure to like the video and to subscribe to the channel for more cool weekly demos of cool electric guitars like these, or cool acoustics, bass guitars even, of that really cool stuff. Also be sure to like us and to follow us on our socials, Instagram and Facebook. Links are also in the description. With all that being said, let's hear what this brand new Eastman AR880CE Archtop electric guitar John Pisano signature sounds like. Going to be playing it through the Marshall JTM 45 Bluesbreaker style amplifier. So let's move on to that part and let's take this incredible Archtop electric guitar for a spin.